Hello, my name Dr. Talil Abrhiem, Professor in Organization, Management and Technology. I'm going to cover today the global environment. The global environment is very important for a lot of organizations, and most of the organization, they think about to build a good business models through their organization. It's easy to say, but it's a lot of work concerning the business models. And how the business model works is it takes about how to formulate a strategy and how to implement a strategy. I'm going to explain what that means. As you know, each company looking for competitive decision to reach more profit at this kind of modern workforce. And they compete. And each one who has more customers, more profitability, more revenue will stay. Another one, they leave, they exit the economy. So most of the company, they try to do business globally. How they do this one is they have to, to do their own business models. What I meant by formulate strategy is how to attract customers, how to keep those customers away from their competitors. And after that one, they implement this strategy. What I mean by that one? By innovations, by quality, by responsiveness to the customers, by efficiency, by effectiveness. If they reach all these criteria in the organization, they're going to reach, I call it value creation frontiers. That's meaning it's coming all the way to the surface, and that's what makes this organization differentiate than another organization. Because to make that organization differentiate from another organization, it has to have a good cost leaderships and also a big differentiation to make her unique and make her products more unique and make her separated or differentiators than another organization. And that's what makes this organization stay in the market and to selling their products, because the customer love it to buy it. And that's what you see most of the organization, they try to go globally. Why they go globally? Because it's cheap labors, and sometimes even the product they have it in their countries, they want to sell it in the host country or another country. So to shift their products so they can sell it and produce more. We see the pioneer from that one, for example, like Procter & Gamble. She's been doing a great job doing at home, at state, and sell their products. And the same thing for the car company. The car company also, like GM, Ford, Volkswagen, even Toyota, they sell their products internationals. As we know, like Toyota enter United States market, and the same thing, we enter their markets. And we sell more cars, GM cars, in China more than United States. All this is international business. As you know, international business, if it's one country, they doing business, for example, in China, that's internationals. Multinational, if United States doing two business in China and India, that's multinational business. If the three together, that's what they call it globally. We save more money and more profitability for the organizations. As you know, in the 1940 and 1950, after War II, United States is doing a great job concerning the international business, while Japan and Germany still rebuild their countries. In the 60s and the 70s, they start coming back for the technology and the electronics. And in the 80s and 90s, we see Germany and Japan, United States, head-to-heads in the markets. So we have to be competitive to reach that market. From another hand, if we look at also European Unions, 27 countries, how they do trade between them, how their economy, 27 countries altogether, they doing good. So the same thing we did in North America in between United States, Canada, and Mexico. The same thing, we try to do the same thing in the market trade between us. All these things we're doing it is about to reach the profitability for most of organization and how they do the business. If we do right now, if we're thinking about most of organization from the HR perspectives, how they do or how they prepare employees to go overseas. Most of the organizations which go globally, they try to bring the people together who is interested to go globally. And what they do for that one, they bring, sometimes they invite the people, they invite sometimes their wives or their fiancé to some kind of classrooms, and they do some kind of a training and developing before they send those people for a mission for another country. And when they do that one, they explain to them what kind of obstacles you're going to face down there, and they're going to keep them updated how they're going to do their mission as they move into another project to do another country. After we train them, develop them in this country, after they can be ready, we send them there. Even we send them like for a short period of times. What I mean by that is when I see between 3 to 6 months, and we send them from long terms. It depends about 3 to 5 years about the project we have to do in different country. And when they arrive down there, we have people there. They take those people. They show them the residence where they live, the school, the hospitals, and we have so much benefits some organization give. Even I see some organization, they give to the wives schooling, they give them some kind of incentives to do for them concerning the money till they settle down. And after they settle down, they start doing the job and for the organization. And I don't want to say it's a secret formula or something, but this organization here at State, when they send those people, always they keep them updated. What I mean by that is when updated, to keep them by email, what's going on through this organization down here, who got promoted, who got transferred from another organization, if there's any position open. They keep some kind of level of communication between the employees who sent overseas and the employees there. Why they do this one is very important, because those people, when they come back, they don't want to have any shock from the culture what's happening. Most of the time, you see, they ask what the culture you mean by the culture. The culture is mean the value, the symbols, the belief, the languages, all these things that they doing together and working together for that culture. All these belief and values for those people who work in that. That's a culture. We have to maintain a good cultures. And when we send anyone, before we send anyone, sometimes we send concerning even like we do exporting like what we have the product down there, or we do like some kind of direct investment, the whole company moves down there, and we'll see, for example, like Walmart, the whole building goes down there, and both one does direct investment, or joint venture. Joint venture is mean that is two company they do for investment in another country. After they finish down there in their project or their missions, they come back to these countries. If we kept them in the level of the communication, and this is a human resources job, so everything is fine, and they know the promotion, they know the job, and they keep going. But if the level of the communication, like I said, is been disconnected between them, some people is get shocked from the culture, what's happening down there. And before we go down anything globally, we have to look also in the political and legal environment down there before making any decision. Because it's very important for any organization to look at legals and politics is another country and the government before we invest in business or before we send our people down there. That's from the globally perspectives. And you see most of the time, you see something is called importing, you hear that one. After we send product to another country. Export as we receive something from the country. Doesn't mean we don't have it, just like we have some kind of demand for certain items. And we see sometimes also licensing. What licensing is means somebody use the licensing for different country and they give us loyalty fees for the license they're using. That's from the global environment perspectives. What also I think most of the people, they think about the cheap labors, like India, China, and they have cheap labor. That's the reason we send or we do some kind outsourcing from there, because it's cheap labors. I agree with you because other company they doing it, and they see the profitability, and most of the organizations they say if those people they doing it, why am I not doing it? So that is even after they go for cheap labors, and that's what does most of the technology and most of the economy, and most of the organization they do, and that's kind of fraud they do concerning the global environment. What else I want to say about the global environment is most of the organization they do through the technology right now, and through this technology will save them a lot of money and try to cut down from the humans' capitals. That's all what I have concerning right now the global environments. I want to say thank you for listening and have a good day.